In this video, we have to work on getAll and first.default. GetAll will have more methods because it also has order by. So let's do that first. In here, we'll be using an iQueryable because we'll be building on the query. So let's call this as query and we'll assign dbSet here. So on dbSet, as I said before, we have all the methods. So if you want where clause, if you want include, you can do all of that. So first thing we'll check here is we'll check if filter is equal to null. Let me make it if it's not equal to null, then we will apply the filter on our dbSet, which is query. So we'll say query is equal to query dot, we have the where clause here, and we'll apply the filter that we retrieve as parameter. After filter, we have the order by, include properties, and is tracking. So next thing here, let me check include properties, and we'll check if it's not null. That means if someone wants to include properties, as I said before, they'll be passing it as a string separated by comma. So we can add a for each loop. We can say variable include prop in include properties dot split. We will split that by new character and let's make it as a comma. And after that we have string split options dot remove empty entities. So that way we'll remove all of the empty entities if any are found. For each of the include properties on the dbSet or query, we can call our dot include. So we'll call dot include and we'll say include prop. So this will do exactly what we are doing here, but now rather than passing like this, we need to pass them as a string. We'll see what changes we have to make in the future videos. But this looks good. After that we have the order by. So we'll say if order by is not null, then on query we just want to order it by. So we can say query is equal to, we'll just say order by, and on order by we'll be passing our query. Once you have this, the final thing is if we have not is tracking. If we want that this query should not be tracked, we'll say query is equal to query dot as no tracking. This is an entity framework method which makes sure that this query is not tracked and the efficiency will be increased. Once we have all of that, we want to do query.toList. When we convert this to a list, at that time this query will be executed because of deferred execution. So you can see we added quite a few code here for our repository to get all of the object. Let me copy this and paste it inside our first.default. The only difference is we don't have an order by there. So we'll remove that. And rather than converting to a list, we will just return the first.default from that. With this, we have our repository in place, which has the iRepository interface. And inside repository, we have the implementation. That being said, from the next video, let's see how we can use these repositories and get rid of application DB context inside our controllers.